Malaysian legal system. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in our animation video. We are from Group 2 and our aim is to provide you a detailed understanding about the hierarchy and jurisdiction of the Superior Court of Malaysia. Before we explore even more deeper about our topic, let's get to know more about our group members first. Introducing the members of Group 2, me, myself, Siti Nur Shazwani binti Bijakan, and the other three members, Dayang Nur Azura binti Muhammad Razali, Farah Azara binti Nazir, and also Nur Afifah Farzana binti Muhammad Suin. So what is hierarchy? Hierarchy is a system in which members of an organization or society are ranked according to relative status or authority. In Malaysia, we do have the hierarchy of court that is divided into two categories, which are superior courts and subordinate courts. Each category serves different functions and handles different levels of cases, but in this video, we will be more focused into the superior courts only. In this hierarchy of Superior Court of Malaysia, we will explore courts such as Federal Court, Court of Appeal, High Court that is consisting the High Court for Borneo as well as High Court of Malaya. Federal Court. Housed in the Palace of Justice in Putrajaya, Federal Court of Malaysia is the highest judicial authority in the country. It was established formally in 1957 under the Federation of Malaya Agreement. Its decision binds all courts below. So, under the Federal Court, there are three types of jurisdictions which are appellate jurisdiction, original jurisdiction, and advisory jurisdiction. Appellate jurisdiction. Under the Article 121, subsection 2 of the Federal Constitution, the Federal Court has the jurisdiction to determine any civil and criminal appeals from the decisions of the Court of Appeal. Those appeals are relating to matters which had been decided earlier by the High Court in the exercise of its original jurisdiction or a judge thereof. So briefly, appellate jurisdiction means the Federal Court has the jurisdiction to hear any appeal comes from the Court of Appeal as well as the High Court. The Federal Court has the jurisdiction to decide and give the final judgment for those who appeals.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Afifah Farzana binti Muhammad Suin. Matrix number H22020381. Today, I am going to present the second hierarchy of Superior Court. The second hierarchy is a Court of Appeal. Court of Appeal is the intermediate appeal court, comprise the President of the Court of Appeal and other judges. And Court of Appeal hear appeal from the High Court in civil and criminal matters. Next, I can explain about the jurisdiction of the appeal court. The Court of Appeal hear appeal from the High Court relating to both civil and criminal matters. Next, the Court of Appeal jurisdiction to determine appeal from High Court on criminal and civil matters. And other jurisdiction as may be covered by under the federal law. Appeal are registered by Section 68 of Code of Judicature Act 1964. Amount of the subject matter of claims must be more than 255,000. If the amount is less than 255,000, the parties must get permission from Court of Appeal. It does not have original jurisdiction, meaning it does not hear cases that are being treated for the first time.
The 1948 Federation of Malaya Agreement established a Supreme Court with a High Court and a Court of Appeal. These were later replaced by the Federal Court and three High Courts, Malaya, Singapore, and Borneo State. After Singapore left in 1965, only the High Court in Malaya and the Borneo State remained. These are presided over by Chief Judge, renamed from Chief Justice in 1994. Internationally, Malaya had 4 to 20 judges and Sabah and Sarawak had 4 to 8 judges. Parliament can increase judges to 60 in Malaya and 13 in Sabah and Sarawak. Judicial Commissioner help with case disposal. Do you know about the jurisdiction of the court? Okay, let me elaborate on the jurisdiction of the court. The High Court may refer cases to the High Court of Malaya and the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak. According to Section 2 of the Courts of Judicature Act 1964, as a result, the Malaya High Court's jurisdiction is coordinated with that of Sabah and Sarawak High Courts. The High Court of Sabah and Sarawak will hear cases and disputes that fall under their respective jurisdiction in Sabah and Sarawak alone, while the High Court of Malaya will typically hear cases and disputes that arise within the jurisdiction of Peninsular Malaysia. The jurisdiction of the court is also divided into three, which is civil, criminal, and appellate. In civil, it hears cases where their claim exceeds 1 million, family matters such as divorce and custody. Emiralty cases involve maritime law, bankruptcy and insolvency issue, and matter related to wills and estates. In criminal, the High Court handles serious criminal offences, including those punishable by death, and hears appeals from the Session Court and the Magistrate Court. Additionally, it processes application for judicial review of decisions made by government bodies. In appellate, the High Court hears appeals from lower courts in both civil and criminal cases, and exercises revisionary jurisdiction to ensure the legality and propriety of decisions made by subordinate courts. The High Court also maintains supervisory authority over subordinate courts to ensure they act within their jurisdiction and follow legal protocol.
Finally, let us together understand about the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak. Firstly, let's jump into the historical background of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak. Number 1 is colonial era establishment. Number 2 is integration into Malaysia, 1963. During the British colonial period, Sabah and Sarawak had their legal system based on their common law. Sabah and Sarawak joined Malaya to form Malaysia in 1963. Number 3 is role and jurisdiction. Number 4 is legal development and interpretation. And lastly, continued evolution. The High Court in Sabah and Sarawak was established to oversee legal matters within those regions. The High Court plays a pivotal role in interpreting and applying Malaysian business. It remains a key of institution for business operating in Sabah and Sarawak. So this is the jurisdiction and role. Number 1 is jurisdiction. Number 2 is special roles. Number 3 is business law and commercial matters. Number 4 is contribution to the legal development. So you guys can see this is the 4 jurisdiction and role in High Court of Sabah and Sarawak. So this is the several notable cases. Number 1 is Borneo Pulp Plantation v. Direction of Forest Sarawak, 2005. Number 2 is Rumah Nyonya Wai, 2001. Number 3 is Director of Forest, 2017. And lastly, Chong Cheng Jen, 2009. So this is the current functions of the High Court for Sabah and Sarawak. Number 1 is judicial proceedings. The High Court in Sabah and Sarawak conducts trial and hearing for the civil and criminal cases. Number 2 is interaction with other branches of government. The High Court interact with the legislative and executive branches. Number 3 is community interaction. The High Court plays a vital role in the community by providing a forum for resolving dispute and upholding justice. It fosters public trust and confidence in the legal system through fair and transparent proceeding and more. In conclusion, the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak remains vital for the region's legal landscape by upholding the rule of law, protecting rights, and contributing to the development of Malaysia's legal framework. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, Malaysia's legal system is ordered and organized thanks to its court hierarchy. The Federal Court is the higher court, followed by the Court of Appeal, the High Courts, which include the High Court of Sarawak and Sabah, and the High Court of Malaya. This hierarchy makes it possible to administer justice in a methodical manner and offers channel for review and appeal to preserve the impartiality and integrity of the judicial system nationwide. Thank you for watching and supporting. Your viewership means a lot to us.